order yours now. So we're moving on to fave number 6, and I know that this one doesn't, you're saying, okay, well, I don't get it. What is it? We're gonna show you this. One of the things when it comes to holiday decoration, or decorating, when you're thinking about decorating your tree, is putting the lights on the tree, right? And a lot of times if somebody's helping you put the lights on, isn't that the biggest argument, is how to put the lights on the tree? No, you have to start from the top and work down. No, 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 you have to start from the bottom and work up. No, you have to go around clockwise. No, you have to go counterclockwise. Or you could just use the Tree Dazzler. You put this top, and you see there's an opening right here in the top. You slip this right over the peak of your Christmas tree, and then it will kind of find a comfortable place to set. And then do you see all of the lights that are cascading down, that are already built on to that top piece, that are never gonna come off? They're not, you know, gonna be removable. You're never gonna lose them. They're, you know, I like that because these are a little bit bigger and the cables are flat, they're not gonna get tangled like those old lights that get kind of caught up, you know, amongst themselves. And do you see how we have them on the tree right here? So it's just a beautiful look where you've got all the lights coming down, and you can have these lights in a variety of colors. So if you just want to keep just a still, you know, still solid lights, you can have them from red to green to blue, white, yellow, pink, purple, light green. You've got that. If you want them to shimmer, you can press the button to make them shimmer. If you want them to move like streaming colors, you can do that as well. And you can work it all from the remote control that's connected to your Tree Dazzler. So this is the easiest way for you to put lights on the tree. Finally, it has taken all of these years for this, but now you've got it. And again, it's as easy as that. You're gonna plug one end of the Tree Dazzler into any outlet, and then you put it over the tree, and then finish decorating the tree. Put your ornaments on, you know, put your presents underneath. You can put your what is the foil called? I can't remember well, you know, the tinsel. You put the tinsel on the tree, but the lights are there. So this is how many features the Tree Dazzler can perform. If you just want still lights in those colors, meaning you want the colors to stay that color, you can do that. You press still and you choose your light color. If you want them to shimmer, you can make them shimmer in all of those colors. If you want them to move and scroll and run and fade and do all of the kind of, kind of light show that you love in terms of Christmas lights, you can allow that as well with your Tree Dazzler. This is a holiday price. It's $10 off of our regular HSN price, and you've got 4 flex to get this home. $9.99. I will tell you though that 4 flex does expire tonight at midnight. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, yeah, I don't want to deal with those Christmas lights anymore. They are kind of a pain, and undoubtedly you get all of them strung up and then you plug them in and then something doesn't work. Something was broken, something was old. And you've spent a lot of money over the years on lights that you're keeping that half of them work and half of them don't. You know what? There is a better way. There's a faster way. There's an easier way to decorate, and that's what Tree Dazzler is. And that's why Tree Dazzler was invented, because as much as we love the Christmas lights and the holiday lights, it's something that is kind of a pain in order to deal with. But now you don't have to. And look at these. Do you see how these lights do not get hot? And I like that. They kind of dangle all the way down, which is going to be nice. And if you want to kind of spread them around and you don't want them to go up and down, if you kind of maybe wanted to swirl them a little bit, you could do that. Do you see how we have our lights coming up in multiple colors and they're kind of flashing on and off? If we wanted them to just be still, we could do that. And it's really simple with this remote control that comes right along with it. And I'll say, the remote control is easy, because a lot of remote controls that come along with our holiday decorations, they're kind of hard to figure out. Like, you can figure them out the first time, but every time you go back to it, you have to kind of play with it to figure out how to do it. But this one is simple. It says still, and if you want those colors to stay one color, you keep them on still. If you want them to shimmer, you've got it like that. And if you want them to kind of dance and move and put on a show, you press show. Just as simple as and easy as that. And that remote control you'll never lose because it stays attached to the cable. All you have to do is plug this in to the wall and then put your Tree Dazzler on top of the tree and let it cascade down. This fits up to a 7.5-foot tree. And for most of us in our homes, that's gonna be about the size tree that we have, up to a 7.5-foot tree with 31 different preset lighting options for you. Once you find one, you might not utilize the others, but isn't it nice to know that you could? All right, so this was fave number 6. We'll have another presentation of this coming up at 12 noon, but if you wanna go ahead and get your Tree Dazzler, and if you need a couple of them, because you do have a few trees that you decorate, go ahead and get those while they're a holiday price.